It was really painful seeing Takopi. I feel like we all have had moments like that, especially if you're a little bit older like us, where you like retroactively realize that what you've done has hurt somebody, and not to the extreme with Takopi like killing Marina, right?
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, I've had that even with my parents, where I'm like, oh wow, for some reason I get a memory of something I did as like a stupid like 13-year-old. I'm like, oh, I'm sure that did not make my parents feel good.
Yeah.
And you feel really guilty in retrospect for something that happened decades earlier.
Yeah.
Because you get some like new revelation, or you get some new level of empathy, right? And especially because like it's increasingly easier to empathize with somebody as you're in a more similar situation.
So you're more likely to empathize with your parents when you become a parent.
Exactly, right? Like the further your own experiences are, the more difficult and the more skilled you have to be at empathizing in order to do it. I don't know, I thought that was really well written to show like that loss of childhood naivete.
Yeah.
But I am curious if Takopi's going to be able to keep that up.
I don't know. They found her body.
I know. I don't know what the hell's happening here. I have no idea what to expect.
静香ちゃん。今日の作戦会議はここまで。夏休みまであと少しだから、ちゃんと準備もしとけよ。ちょっと話したいことがあるんだ、ピケ。今すぐ返信を解け。
They're both like at a breaking point.
発表によると、亡くなったのは小学4年生平坂まりなちゃんで、頭に強く殴られたような跡があることから。
He's just like, I'm sure you're just like, are they gonna come after me? Are they gonna come after me? Are they gonna come after me?
Yeah, it's weird. I guess.
Am I gonna get in trouble? Are they gonna find my DNA at the scene?
That sense of just like, oh, everything's ruined.
Yeah.
Everything's done. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, おかえり。俊也。今日もバイトだからさ。また母さんのこと。うまくやるから。
No.
Mini
The brother seems like nothing but nice.
Yeah.
じゃあね。
Whoa.
今先生からもお話があった通り、昨日みんなのお友達の平坂まりなちゃんが亡くなりました。みんな辛いと思うんだけど、できる範囲で構わないから、今からおじさんたちにお話聞かせてもらえないかな。
大丈夫だ。思い出ボックスに入れたから本当の死亡日はバレてない。指紋も全部拭き取ったし、大丈夫。
Oh, they did. They even wiped the fingerprints.
調査なんて想定外だったけど。
But they were seen with Marina yesterday.
問題ない。このまま黙っていればバレることはないはずだ。大丈夫。大丈夫。
でも、本当に黙ってていいんだっぴか。いろいろ考えたんだっぴ。マリナちゃんのこととか、これからのこと、みんなとお話ししたくて。
もうバレたんだよ。見つかったんだよ。
Three can keep a secret when one of them is dead.
Oh, don't.
No, two can keep a
two
secret.
Can keep
but,
a secret.
Oh no, that's even worse.
今そんな話しても仕方ないだろうが、このタコ。
でも、マリナちゃんのママやパパもきっととっても悲しい。
But at some point, I'm like her mom and dad don't have closure for her death. They have no idea what happened to their little girl, right? And like that's really sad and messed up. But I'm also like, what are the kids gonna do? Yeah, there was a little pink alien that was saving me from her bullying, and
it just doesn't make.
And he killed her in self-defense.
They're gonna think that they're having a psychotic episode.
Yeah. Like there's not. I mean, even if Takopi revealed himself and showed himself, like.
And like in fairness, the kids, even though they did cover up Marina's death, they didn't kill her. They didn't. So that like it would be wrong for them to take the rap like they did.
Yeah.
And especially like no one's gonna buy the story.
What could be done is Takopi could reveal himself and say, "I killed her and it was an accident."
This would be even wilder.
Like if it's bothering Takopi much, though, that's what
that
Takopi
would be something to do.
I don't think
the kids I don't think they should.
Like they handled it the best they could in a very weird situation.
I mean, I feel
but
like
I do think Shizuka's having like
I think that in like if you're gonna critique anything, you should critique how they handled it.
Yeah.
But they didn't. I mean, they didn't murder Marina.
No.
出るっぴ。僕は何かしなきゃいけない気がするんだっぴ。マリナちゃんとマリナちゃんの家族のためにもこれ以上隠すよりも正直にお話しする
They'd
とか。
probably try and kill Takopi. So
So
like,
da.
what is this thing? Or study
今
him.
全部正直に言っちゃえば。
ねえ、作戦会議しないの？
Shizuka just doesn't seem to
も
like
うすぐ夏休みなのに。
get the
サボっ
significance.
たらダメじゃん。
She does not care. It's not bothering her.
She's like she's fixated.
こんな時にこの街を離れるのは。
東くん、行けるよね？東京。東くんが言ったんだよね。夏休みなら行けるって。
A tale as old as time.
そうだ。うまくやらない。
Also, people will do this if they're like highly stressed. Oftentimes they'll zoom in on details that literally do not matter. I know this is very hyper specific example. I have seen this multiple times with brides' moms and grooms' moms on wedding days.
It's true.
Because they're like, you're trying to make yourself feel better, so you have anxiety, and so you look for a source to channel that anxiety towards, and that'll be like, I thought we were going to set the napkins on the table at a 15-degree angle off of the forks, and it's at 13. So, like, I'm just going to go around and fix everything.
Because you need an outlet for
Yeah,
your
exactly,
like,
right?
stress.
And Shizuka doesn't, she seems almost incapable of processing context.
She doesn't seem to have any empathy.
But she also
Marina.
seems fixated. Even from, like,
Understandably.
because even somebody... It's not like, oh, she's a sociopath or, oh, she's a psychopath. Because even a sociopath or a psychopath would be like, oh, out of self-preservation,
Yeah.
we should definitely, like,
Come up with a plan,
put the trip to
strategy.
Tokyo on the back burner. Even if I don't give a single crap about Marina dying or about her parents caring. You're like, oh,
I
for
see what you're
my
saying.
own sake, right? It's like
Yeah.
she's not thinking. It's like she's not thinking through the holistic... Which is the same thing that happened when she was like, oh, it's great, Marina's dead. It was like... Very zoomed.
Short term, immediate, what's in front of her.
And just kind of, it almost feels like she's looking through the world like she's looking through a tube of, a cardboard paper towel tube or something.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, she can't see.
Oh, which I could see, like, that could be a trauma response where you're just super, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm not going to consider all this. Like, Chappie, I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much suffering, I'm only going to focus on...
Yeah.
Like, literally, oh, she's in a tunnel. Like, Chappie is my light at the end of the tunnel. If I look outside of this, I won't be able to handle the pain of life, so I'm not going to.
僕が言ったんだ。できるって。そもそも、遺体だって僕が
Oh, he
隠
was
せるって
writing
言っ
it
たんだ。
down.
なのに見つかった。もっとうまくできたんじゃないか。いや、大丈夫。次は絶対うまくやる。うまく隠し通して、東京に行って。そしたら久世さんはまだ、僕のこと。
おい。
His brother will read his notebook.
こんな遅くまで勉強してんの？
Don't be suspicious.
俊也。
あ、ごめん。ノックしたんだけど。
いや、大丈夫。
そういやさ、あの事件大丈夫か？
His brother seems really nice.
同じクラスの子なんだろ？友達とか落ち込んでるか？クラスの雰囲気どう？お前も気をつけろよ。なんかあったら相談乗るから。
Oh,
警察の人怖くないか？
I feel like this is what you would imagine like the ideal brother would do.
お前が一緒に遊んでた。
ごめん。僕ちょっとトイレ。
おお、言ってろ。
Don't read the book. Why would you write it down?
Oh, he looks suspicious.
No, I think he looks
そういえば
worried.
さ、最近のマリナちゃんおかしかったよね。ああ。
おかしかった。どんなところが？
She was being nice.
急にペコペコしだしてさ。ほんと、弱みでも握られてたんじゃね？かわいそうだった。
誰に？
あいつだよ、あいつ。久世さん。東くんの言う通り、わからないことは答えなかった。
うん、それでいい。犯人は大人だってみんな思うはずだ。だから。
でもまた話聞きに来るって、大丈夫だよね、夏休み。
I hate when they do that vocal effect.
ちゃんといけるよね。
もちろん。
大
丈夫、大丈夫。絶対いけるよ。アリバイをもっとちゃんと練ろう。ほら、あんまり黙ってると怪しまれるから。あ、ごめん。 答えなくていいって言ったのは僕だったね。ごめん。大丈夫。君が疑われることなんて絶対にないよ。
Do you see like the music
僕は
that's
きっと
the
うまくやって。
あずまくん。テスト終わったよ。
oh he's acting so suspicious.
Oh,
So
grades are
suspicious.
dropping.
And and in fairness, I feel like it would be totally understandable to be like, I don't think we should give these kids tests for a few months.
Yeah.
They just had a classmate die.
I don't know.
Maybe-
At least for a little
like,
bit,
it-
a week or two.
It wouldn't be weird to like. I wouldn't instantly go, "Oh, this kid must have been the one that killed her." You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, "Oh, he's probably quite upset to
Impacted,
be."
Yeah.
Oh. The way they animate the POVs are insane. Ugh.
食べていいよ。君もさ、いろいろ大変なんでしょ？最近遅くまで外で頑張ってるよね。
お母さん、もしかして全部僕のこと分かって。
I do not trust this.
お母さん、僕話したいことが。
君はもういいから。
え？
いくらできないからってさ、毎日勉強もしないで、うんと悪い点取って気を引こうっていうのは、いくらなんでもお母さん、幼稚だと思うな。だからもういいよ。お母さんも頑張らないことにした。おやつも毎日食べればいいし、何点取ってもいいから、君の好きなようにやりなね。
待って、
A manipulative.
お母さん、僕は。
I'd eat the pancakes.
じゃあ、
I'm that kind of personality, but I would never have been able. My personality type wouldn't have been as manipulated, but his personality type, when all he wants is his parents' approval, you know what I mean? Like, it hurts. It hurts so much.
どうぞ。
Ugh. I hate what it's doing to him.
Yeah, if you think about it pragmatically, you're so right. What are they gonna do? Like, a little pink alien killed her while we were at the crime scene. Like, they would get institutionalized at best.
Can't tell his mom. Oh.
ねえ、大丈夫？
I feel like she's finally seeing him. Oh, the hearts in his eyes. Ugh.
さっきまた警察の人から電話かかってきて、夏休みまた警察署行かなきゃいけなくて。でも私、夏休みはチャッピーのとこ行かなきゃだから行
She's
けな
gonna
いじゃん。
run?
捕まるのも困るし。だから代わりを。
大丈
What?
夫。
What?
何でも言って。僕が全部解決してみせるよ。僕がどんなことをしてでも、久世さんを助ける。
ありがとう。あずまくん。じゃあさ、これ持って自習してく
Shizuka.
Takopi!
れないかな？
The way she asks with just a straight face.
Doesn't-
That
ああ、またゲームやってる。明日テストなのに、そんなんじゃ100点取れないよ。
母さんが映ったな。
Oh, the pancakes
the
are in front
pancakes
of
are there,
him.
yeah.
大丈夫だって。
100 anyway.
そう。実際その通りだったし。 君は真面目で偉いね。
お母さん。
小学校入ったらお兄ちゃん
Oh, no,
あっという間
those are
に
his
抜かれちゃう
grades.
かもね。
Oh, his mom praised him and gave him so much
そんなこ
love.
とは全然全く一度もなか
Oh, never mind. It was Big Brother. So it was Big Brother's grades.
Yeah.
Junya didn't study. Mom was like, you're diligent and your brother's not, so you'll be even
Better.
better.
った。彼
Yeah.
は天才だった。
But he just came a little short.
ああ、90点超え。ママがお医者さんなんでしょ。すごい。
兄は常に100点だった。
なんでできないのかな、同じように育ててるのに。
学力テスト、東くん学年1位？マジで2位だって。すげえ。
It doesn't
兄は都
matter.
道府県で1位だった。
同じもの着せて、同じ
What the hell is wrong with this mother?
立ててるのにな。
I will say, I do think that this is the toxic aspect of nature versus nurture when people think it's 100% nurture.
Yeah,
Where you're
absolutely.
like, and that's why it's weird to me because I have not seen this specifically, but I have seen people who are like confronted with the reality of kids being different out of the box.
Yeah.
Within like parents, within their own family, and not really being able to handle that.
Yeah.
Like even because like just not being like, what did I do wrong?
Yeah.
And, like what did I do? Even sometimes when it's not even anything bad, but it's just something that they didn't want. Like let's say one kid. Here's a good example. One kid is more interested in philosophical, deep conversation, and one kid likes hunting.
We know somebody like that.
And they're just like, what did I do wrong with the one that doesn't share my interests?
Yeah.
Or like one likes sports, one doesn't, and they're like, what did I do wrong? Where did I screw up that they don't share the interest that I did? Especially because oftentimes, if they got what they wanted, because a lot of people have lists of what they want, even if they're not conscious of it, that they bring into parenting. And if they get what they want on the first one, they often think that it was because of their parenting, not because they just happened to get a kid. Like, whoa, it's crazy. You happen to get a kid that's kind of like you. Who would have thought that would be how it works?
It happens so often in sports where, like, the one kid will be really good at sports and the parent will be like, yeah, my kid's the best. And the second kid they go into, like, maybe an academic arena or a completely music or artistic arena. And the parents can't see the value in that at all. And they're just like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you like sports? Why can't, right?
In this example, it's like
Academia.
If they got somebody who's just incredibly naturally gifted, and then they got somebody who's naturally gifted. And they're like, you must, like, let's say they got like a runner who can run a 6-minute mile at a very young age, just like with no training. And then they got someone who can run like a 7. And you're like, wow, that's really good for your age group. This kid's a prodigy though. But they're like, oh, you just must not be training as much. And imagine like the first kid just has like a recessive trait that they had a 1/4 chance of getting for lung capacity. And it's like the second kid just didn't get it and the parent blames them because they have a completely nurture-based instead of a dual nature and nurture-based.
I know that this is like a stupid thing to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't understand how this mother can even, like, I truly can't understand her. Like, I truly can't understand that she can't just be like, oh, I have a genius. My oldest one's a genius. Like, it's hard for me to even fathom.
Because you're operating with a paradigm where people have different inborn capabilities and dispositional talents.
When she sees how hard the younger one works, what does she think? What does she think?
It doesn't matter. Like, like,
it just makes me mad.
It makes me mad too, but like you have to remember also like your dad is obsessed with personality and dispositions and attributions, and like you got batteries of tests to try to figure out your personal and your sister's abilities. So like obviously for you this is the furthest thing from your personal experience.
Yeah.
But this is 100% what a lot of people believe and go through.
I know it is. I know intellectually, but I'm just like, wow, it's so blatantly obvious, you know, to me it's so hard for me to wrap my head
think
around.
about if you're the mom, right, and you're like pathological and you're like, oh well, all humans are a blank slate and this one does well, this one does bad, what do you conclude? You'd conclude like, oh, I did something bad with the one that's not doing well, or they're doing something bad. If everybody is the same.
Yeah.
でもいいこともあった。これ僕の？
視力落ちたって言ってたよね。お兄ちゃんは使わなかったからな。
Even stuff like that, isn't that weird? It's just weird. ありがとう、お母さん。I'm not saying she thought through it to this degree, by the way.
そして転機が訪れる。純也がくれた。
バイト始めたって本当？
別に大丈夫だって。
よくないでしょ。万が一成績が落ちたら。
チャンスだ。きっと兄はこれから半グレ組織と関わるようになり、アズマクリニックの跡取りとして 母さんは堅実な次男に夢を託し。
Watch him still get good grades.
He
That
is,
would be
of course he
crushing.
is.
それは長所だった。そもそもそんなことで、
Look how
あ
nice
いつ
he
の
is.
成
You see him
績が
helping
下
that
が
old
ること
lady?
はなく、
Yeah.
母の心配と関心を引く存在であり続け、
Golden child,
僕は
golden
ただ
child.
真面目なだけ。
That's still a huge
真面目でバ
skill.
カ、もう分かっていた。純也だけが受け継いだ要領、地頭の良さ。あいつが染めて台無しにしたサラサラだった黒髪。お母さん譲りの描いたみたいに幅の綺麗な二重。
何？
あの子は確か。
What did he say to her when she asked him to do
ブラ
that?
ンドもの？
いや、メガネ
この人間のクズ、よくのうのうと学校なんて来れるよな。死ね。
おいおい、僕が委員長のクラスでいじめとか。ここは僕がクリニックの名を落とさないためにも。久世さん大丈夫？僕は学級委員だからできることがあったら
Oh.
別に。
So we were a little bit wrong. Azuma does actually get pretty positive responses from his class.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm even more confused now, to be honest, because it seems like the rest of his class thought it was pretty cool that he got
Good
pretty,
grades. They weren't bullying
and they're
him.
like, oh, are those designer glasses? Like they think it's cool that he's from a successful doctor family
Yeah,
who's
he's
more well off. So now I'm even more kind of confused by the Shizuka. I would say it's almost like a fixation or attraction, like not attraction, obsession. Does she just remind him of his mom
命を
somehow?
預かるお仕事で失敗は許されないの。何でも完璧にできないんだったら。
そうだ。完璧にやらないと。こういう時、純也ならきっと。
Oh, maybe he sees her as like, if I can save her, I am worthy to become like a doctor.
Yeah. If I can save her, I can save myself, maybe.
Oh, he's been trying this whole time. Does the teacher not see what's on their desk or just not care? Ugh. I feel so bad for Azuma. Oh, is this after she asked him to?
どうせ変わらないよ。じゃあ。
僕は母によく
Oh,
like
she
his
just looks like his
mother.
mom.
った女の子一人にすら期待してもらえない。
That's why he's
そんなの嫌だ。
fixated on her.
So it's just like transference.
東くんしかいないの。
Oh, it's just like hearing the words from somebody who resembles his mom.
今度こそ完璧にこなそう。だって僕はこんなにも期待されてる。久世さんには僕しかいない。僕だけが。
Oh, I don't like where we're
僕
headed.
だけが。僕だけが。いいんだよね。お母さん。これできっと。僕はあなたみたいに。人を助けるお仕事に。たくさんの人の命を助ける。お医者さんに。
東くん。東くん。
Oh, poor little boy. Oh. Oh.
東くん、私ね。私にはもう東くんしかいないの。だからずーっと待ってる。東くんが自首して少年院に入っても、私ずっと待ってるよ。
This is
その間
demented.
にチャッピー探しておくから。それで、
He didn't do anything except help her.
本当に久世さんは。僕
Oh, that little crumb. That's what he gets. Oh, you won't give up on me? Tell me this doesn't feel like cult leader, like.
大丈夫。
I think she likes it. I think she just doesn't. I think she's so fixated on her goal. She's like, this is the only path forward. I don't think she's manipulating him in the sense of. She is manipulating him. But I don't think she's like. I think she's sincere.
I think that she's like, I don't want to go to jail, so how do I avoid? I think it's almost like there's no, it's like a very simple algebraic equation. Like Shizuka does not want to go to jail. How can I not go to jail? You can go to jail instead of me. With no like...
No empathy.
No, nothing else around that. It's just very much like input output. The same way it was when she was like, oh, I would like to not be bullied by Marina anymore. Oh, now she's dead. That solves the problem. It's just, it feels very...
Why don't you ask it of Takopi?
I don't... It's not going to work.
大丈夫大丈夫
But Takopi can reveal himself.
大丈夫だよ
そういえばお母さんが抱きしめてくれたのは
Brutal.
あの日が最後だったと思い出した。
It's sad that he got so much...
Hyped up from his mom and so much expectations placed on
No,
him.
I was going to say, it's sad that he got so much affirmation from so many other
Oi.
people in his life,
こんな
and he
早
just
くに
didn't
どこ行くん
care.
だよ。
Whoa!
純也
Hope his brother stops him. And I also hope he doesn't accidentally kill his brother or something horrible.
Whoa!
お前が殺したんだろ。
Whoa!
一家の面よがし。
What?
No, he's imagining
お前
it.
のせいで何もかも台無しだよ。母さんの病院も俺の将来も。無能なだけじゃなく足まで引っ張るのか。どう責任取ってくれる。
That's like his mom's word from Junior's...
なあ、
Oh.
大丈夫か。
My heart.
やっぱなんか思い詰めてるだろう。だからちゃんと相談しろって。何でも聞くから。
Oh, he's such a good big brother.
お前にはわからないよ。
It makes me sad that Azuma has like...
人格者で何でもできてみんなお前のことばっかりだ。でも僕には誰もいない。友達も作らないで頑張ったのに。
But it's weird, because like in his case, that's true for Shizuka. Like, she truly has no
He
friends.
had admiration. I don't know if he didn't spend time hanging out with anybody because he couldn't waste the time.
But Azuma feels very much more like there's people like, wow, that's so cool, man. Like,
yeah,
it feels
praise.
like people tried to connect with him and he just didn't care.
It was like it wasn't worth it to because he had to be studying.
And Junya tried to connect with him multiple times.
求められたことは何一つできなくて、母さんにだって失望されて諦められて、誰も僕に期待してない。僕にはもうクセさんしか。
Did he just say that out loud?
Yeah.
いや、
Whoa!
俺がいるだろ。
Aww.
さっきから言ってるだろ。何でも聞くって言うのはな。
Aww.
テストの点がどうとか関係ねえんだよ。どうでもいいんだ、そんなことは。わかんないことだろうが悩みだろうが何でも言っていいし、聞きたいよ俺は。お前は俺の
Oh, that's his perspective this whole time.
できないことはできないって言っていいんだよ。
Please see him.
I feel like this is the first time the happy animations have actually been really happy and not just discordant. I hope he tells him. I don't think he's going to though. Whoa. Okay. I also
mom.
I used to struggle with the same thing Azuma's talking about, which is having a performance-based view of what makes you valuable as a human being. Where it's like, oh yeah, you're only valuable if you do a good job. Mm-hmm. Like if you're not excellent, then you as a human being, like if your performance on sports or on academics aren't excellent, then you are less worthwhile, like as a human, almost with the subtext of like under God, or if you're not, or if you want to be loved, like you can't be loved if you don't do these things. And it's really sad. Mm-hmm. Because it's so divorced. It's like, oh yeah, you can appreciate. Because I think I got confused because I saw how people were appreciated and how like I got praise if I did something well. And I saw other people get praise if they did something truly extraordinary. Yeah. And I mistook that praise for love, even though that's really not, it's not the same thing. But I feel like it's very difficult for a lot of people to separate them. It was hard for me. And so then I thought like, oh, well, I don't deserve to be loved if I don't do well. Mm-hmm. And in my case, I think my parents I know loved me. Like I didn't have a mom like Azuma, and I still ended up kind of going, kind of having a similar like spiral. And so if you have somebody who's like reinforcing that, I feel that would be really hard.
Thank goodness for his brother.
Yeah, because like it doesn't matter. Like I don't care if, I mean, there are people who do have that conception of love, and they don't do it just to themselves. They do it to other people, and it's like it's like a type of transactional love, except it's like not just what can you do for me, but sort of like what can you perform, right? And it's just sad because I like the quote. I know this is like super American. Brother, I'm going to throw on a shirt that says 1776, right? But I've always really liked the aspect of like constitutional philosophy, even though it wasn't consistently applied at the time, but as an idea, which was that all men are equal under the eyes of God. And it's like, no, it didn't say all men are equal under the eyes of God if they get 100% on their quiz in Algebra 2. You see what I'm saying? It's like, no, it's not everybody is equal on anything. Like no two people are equal on every single performance-based metric.
On your value and worth as a human.
But you as a human are worthwhile because you are human. You could have an IQ of 50, you could have an IQ of 150, but your worth as a human is equivalent. Like your worth in completing abstract reasoning tasks are not going to be equivalent, but that doesn't mean you are lesser as a human.
I think one thing that I'm really struggling with here is it's so unusual, I think, in media depictions and stories for Shizuka, right? Because I feel like almost the story's almost more about Azuma now. Like we've kind of switched to his perspective last episode and this episode. And it's hard because like Shizuka is obviously a victim. Like she is such a victim and so hurt and like just she's like a drowning person who's struggling to survive, and it has latched on to Azuma, and like she's like gonna pull him down with her, and Azuma's trying to save her, right? Like he's trying to save her, but she's pulling him down with her, it kind of feels like. And I think that like really, really hurts, because you don't see that a lot, where like usually like once the victim is saved, they're saved, right? But she's still floundering
because she's still hurt. Like,
and another child can't be her savior. Like another child who's also traumatized cannot be her savior. And I think it's true. I mean, that is very true, that like kids can help each other out, but like Azuma's life has gotten worse.
There's like a level to which you're no longer equipped to help.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of times in other portrayals I've seen, it's like no matter how underqualified you are to help somebody, in fictional narratives you're rewarded for like the trying.
Yes.
But in real life there's like a level of pathology that you are no longer equipped to deal with nor help, and sometimes you can actually make it worse for the other person and yourself.
Yeah.
And it's
I just think really this is sad. A very real, tragic,
it's very sad
story, and it's the realness of it is I think what hurts so much, because it's accurate, and there's like, no good solution to it from the kids' perspectives and they truly didn't have any parent who's able to help them. Not a single one of the kids in this show have had it. Not Marina, not Shizuka, and not Azuma. And really, like, the brother has been the only one.
Any type of decent parental figure.
Yeah, and he's just another older teenager, right? Like,
who's to say he's going to be able to...
He might not
be equipped with it either. Yeah,
I don't know.
てかな、何でもできるやつなんていないんだよ。俺、モンハン下手だし、ここだけの話、いつも彼女に手伝ってもらってるし、あと、母さんのパンケーキ、昔はめっちゃまずかった。
The reward you wanted wasn't even worth it?
本当に生焼けで、でも夜勤前に作ってたから冷蔵庫で逆に固まって、だから努力の人なんだって。よく似てるよ、お前と。
純也、このメガネ母さんが買ってくれて、もう度が合わないって言わせなくて、それで僕
You see, went from the darkness to the light.
お兄ちゃんに聞いてほしいことが。
But this doesn't mean that Junia's not gonna be horrified when he has a murder weapon in his hand. Like, he doesn't, I don't think he expects it to be this bad, you know what I mean?
I know.
I hope this is wholesome, but the way that the writing has trained me is I cannot expect it.
あそこの病院の子、例の事件関わってたんだって。
We're jumping?
本当？あんないい子が？誰かにやらされてたんじゃないの？警察もそう見てるらしいわよ。
Wow, that's they like nailed that.
何でも噂だと、確か同級生の。
静香ちゃん。
アズマくんはもう助けてくれないんだね。
What? Shizuka.
静香ちゃん。これからどうするっぴか？
You're right, she's drowning. She's just trying to
僕た
get
ちも、
out.
もう本当のことを。
え？何言ってんの？今日から夏休みだよ。
She's not even bothered really about the loss of Azuma as her friend. He's like a tool.
Damn, that was jarring.
So
That was so jarring.
And we still don't know how the story ended with Azuma and
No.
his brother. We have no idea.
We have literally
we know
no
that the
idea.
doctor's office is closed.
Yeah, we have no idea. And they said, oh, it sounds like, I mean, they were just gossiping, right? But they were like, it sounds like there's something to do with it, but the police think that he was set up. Which, I mean, like, it's weird because it's not, it makes it even harder because you're, like you said, it's not like Shizuka is sort of this, like, master manipulator, puppet strings person on purpose.
No.
But I mean, that is what happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Man.
I
The
don't
show
know,
is
it
so
hurts.
good, but it's
'Cause she's
also
just
so
she's a
hard.
she's doing all the wrong things, but she's also a child who has never been taught empathy. But at the same time, like, what happens if she grows up like this and she never does learn empathy for others, and she never learns how to like
appropriateness,
right?
Or just like how to think through things more broadly.
Like, what if she stays this traumatized forever and doesn't learn and doesn't break out of it, and then she goes around as an adult acting this way? Like,
she'll keep hurting people.
Keep
It's
hurting
also
people.
I think it's implied that she's quite, I mean, that she's actually quite beautiful as well, which is its own type of power.
Yeah.
And so she would be able to have like a disproportionate amount of influence on other people if we're even interpreting, because I guess it didn't overtly say like, oh, Shizuka's actually beautiful. It just said Azuma
Thinks she
looks like his
her
mom.
Yeah.
I hope that there's some type. I hope this isn't just going to be like sad. But I also don't think that that's really. I'm glad that Azuma and Shizuka are separated.
Yeah, it wasn't good for them.
It's not
to be
good
together.
for them to be together. I'm really glad that they've at least been separated at this point.
I didn't want Shizuka to take the blame for Marina's death because I don't think it was her fault. Like, I truly don't.
It wasn't, unless it's gonna like be a twist and it's some type. Oh, I guess spoiler alert for Fight Club. But it turns out like Takopi was never actually here and was just a figment of Marina's imagination.
Oh, don't say that.
But I don't think that's the case.
No.
Like,
Oh, but
I don't think I'm telling you, I don't think that's the case.
Yeah. But that would
because
be a
they've done
crazy
like the
story.
devices and they've done
Yeah.
We've done recursion and stuff.
Ooh,
obviously,
that would be a
right?
crazy story. If it was.
I don't think it's that because of what we've done in the story with the magic items.
I think part of me almost wonders, like, would it have been better if like Shizuka had just taken the fall at the very beginning and gone to juvie and gotten help?
We just don't.
Gotten at least other adults in her life other than her mother. You know what I mean? Like, any help, psychological help or psychiatrist or like.
We don't know what the system is like in Japan.
I have no idea.
In US, I would be
hesitant.
I'd be very. I would not have an expectation that she would get the help that she would need if this was set in US.
If it was set in US, I was assuming that Japan's was better, but I don't know.
I have no idea. I think it's also one of those things where it's like, what can you do? I hope. Because, like you said, I mean, the number of people who are qualified to help Shizuka in the world, it's probably like 1 in 10 million people would be able to reach her in a way that would be helpful and meaningful.
I think Shizuka could be saved, but it would take a lot.
Yeah, that's how I feel. I'm like, I feel woefully inadequate and unable to know what I would be able to do to help Shizuka. if given unlimited time, unlimited resources, and unlimited access.
Yeah.
Like with all of those unrealistic factors, I don't know how I would help her.
I don't either.
And we're in our 30s.
Giving her love and rules and teaching.
But I mean, be honest. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea. That might not help.
Yeah.
It could make it worse in some way that we don't foresee or understand. That's what I'm saying. I truly believe that there's probably like one person there's probably 300 people in the U.S. that would be able to help her because she's so hurt, and it's not her fault at all. It's sad. It's really sad. Or maybe on a lighter note, maybe there's way more people. It's just that you and I aren't qualified. We're not trained.
We don't know
how. Maybe there's way more people who would be able to, and that would make me happy if we
hope so.
If we're just like, oh no, actually, this is the type of issue that therapists for young children work with all the time. Like then that would be great because like obviously we don't know. We don't work with children. We don't work with children with trauma and maybe like I think she has some. I don't know. It feels deeper than just something that's like. It feels like not just trauma. It feels like trauma manifested in some type of psychological disorder, but I don't know what. Like, I don't know if that would be like antisocial, or I don't know if it would be like attachment style. I don't know if you see what I'm saying?
There's something there.
It feels like there's something, and it feels like AZUMA doesn't feel clinical. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
AZUMA feels like within the normal range of like sad and bad and awful, but it doesn't feel like we're to the point of a clinical diagnosable pattern. Shizuka, the further we've gone into the show, the more I've thought like, oh, it feels like there's an underlying clinical, psychological, psychiatry problem here that she truly needs help on.
Yeah.
And all of the rest of it is going to be window dressing unless we can do that.
I know. I don't know. This is it's too real of a story. Like there's people who go through stuff all the time, and they grow up and they've got to figure out how to navigate the world.
Or they don't.
Oh, it's heartbreaking. All right. We'll see you guys next time. I just feel so, like, hopeless at this point in the story.
I would say I don't feel hopeless. I don't feel hopeless.
You don't?
I don't feel hopeless. But I feel next to it. Okay, we love you guys.
Bye.
Bye.